Situated at the southeast of France, Provence is well known for its folk dances, musics and songs. We will demonstrate some of the dances from this region.
Today we are here to discuss the dances of the Provence region of France, which is a south area of France. For this discussion, we have a native artist from that region, Miss Tiffaine Amar, with us. Welcome, Miss Tiffaine Amar. You are from that area known as Provence, which is very famous for its cultural traditions of various types of dances. Okay, can you tell us something about the dances of that region?
So, first of all, the 12 dances today are in danger.
Okay, those are now, people are not practicing them much.
Yes. But still, as there is many festivals, there is also many group of dances.
Yes.
And each village has its own dance group.
Okay.
So, for example, I was living in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence.
Yes.
And for my very young age,
yes,
I started at 6 years old till 16 years old. I used to dance the Provençal dance.
Okay, so from 6 years you started learning until 16, 17 years you used to practice it regularly. Okay.
It was a great hobby because it's not only dancing.
Yes.
You are also learning the culture.
Yes.
So, because when you dance the Provençal dance, you have to sing in the local language, so which is the Provençal language. You have also to play music. I used also to learn the music, and also you have to learn about your region.
Yes.
The history of the region.
Yes, because these dances depict all these things. Okay, some religious beliefs, some history, some stories, okay, all that. So can you tell us if there are some varieties, 2-3 varieties of dances are there?
So yes, there is let's say 3 kinds of dance.
Yes.
So the most popular is as its origin in the military domain.
Okay.
So it means at the 19th century, the boys at the army used to dance this dance.
Oh, so it is a martial dance, basically.
Exactly. It is a martial dance which is very sportive and with plenty of very technical steps.
Okay, technical and maybe very fast steps.
Very fast steps and very high steps also.
Okay, so you have to jump high.
To jump high, yes. Exactly.
Yes.
So this is the first kind of dance.
Okay, so what about, is there any particular music also associated with this dance?
So of course there is the music played by original musicians from Provence. They have a galoubet. So the galoubet is a kind of flute, very thin, with only 3 holes. But according how you put your finger on the holes,
yes,
it will be 3 different notes. You can have.
So with each hole you can produce 3 different notes.
Exactly.
Okay, so depending upon how you put your finger on that note, on that hole, basically. Yes.
So with the left hand you have the flute.
Yes.
And with the right hand you have a tambourine.
Yes, tambourines. Yes.
A tambourine,
yes.
Which is big like that. And attached by the shoulder.
Yes.
And it's a very particular tambourine because at the center of the skin there is a small strips. And so when the musician beats the skin, he also beats the strips.
Okay.
And it creates some vibrations.
So you beat both the skin and the strips both. Okay. And so the vibration is created by the strips. And of course, since you beat the skin, though, so that vibration is there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's a kind of unique tambourine.
Yes. And those who dance, they dance with this, or the musicians playing on this tambourine are different people, and the dancers are different.
Everything is possible, I would say.
Okay, so both is possible, that if you are dancing, you can dance along with the instrument.
Oh no, you cannot do the same at the same time.
Okay. Yes.
But you can be one day the musician and the other day the dancer.
Oh yes, that is possible.
That's all.
But you cannot be playing the flute and the tambourine and dancing. That is not possible. There is a group which is playing the tambourine and the flute.
Yes.
And there is a group which is dancing. Okay. Yes. So there are tambourine players. There are musicians playing the flute. And then
they play the flute and the tambourine at the same time.
So it is the one person.
Yes, it is only one person.
Okay. So it is one person. So with one hand they will be, with left hand they are playing flute, and with the right hand they are beating the drums.
Yes.
Okay. And then there is a group which is dancing. Okay. Approximately how many people would be required for this dance?
So it depends on the number of volunteers.
Okay, so it can be a solo dance also, one person.
There is some solo dance. The solo dance are for the very high level.
Okay.
So, for example, when you want to become a master, you have a degree to.
Yes, that is possible. But that is possible theoretically.
And so, for that degree, you need to be alone.
Okay.
But otherwise, the most of the dances are with several people.
Oh yes, but if you do masters then, but when they dance in villages, even now it's just...
They are 5, 6, 7, 10.
Okay, depends upon the people who volunteer for dancing. Okay, same for musicians also.
Yes.
Okay, so can you give us some beats for this music or anything, or can you demonstrate it?
Yes, why not? So, for example, one which is very famous all around Provence, and there is plenty forms of it. It's the farandole.
Farandole.
So the farandole is in 8 beat. Okay, all the farandole are like that. And the schema of the farandole is very simple. You have 4 steps the same, which are the refrain, and 4 other steps, which are the couplets.
Okay. So there are the refrains and there are other people who are just on the margins, they are going around.
Everybody do the refrain, the couplet, refrain, couplet. Okay. So the farandole is human chains. Okay, so everybody is in the end, and they dance together. It's like if there is only one head, everybody will turn the head at the same times, and all the legs will be in the same direction. So there is a kind of unit to be reached in that dance.
Okay. So some demonstration, is it possible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that was a wonderful demonstration of this martial dance. Okay, and we could see how hands were moving. In fact, no, hands were not moving so much, but feet were moving. Okay.
I was moving this hand because I imagined that people were
holding your hands. Okay, yes. So people were holding your hands, so you are moving like this.
And I was at the head of the human chains, and that's why the left hand I had on my...
Okay, so you are on the extreme left. With right hand you are holding other fellow artists, okay, and then with the left hand you are putting on the vest.
Yes.
Okay, your left hand is on the vest. Okay, and when you are dancing, your feet were moving. Okay, and as you said that the 8 beats. So those 8 beats, 4 were on the lower portions, and then you're moving your feet in higher in the air. Yes. Was it like that? Some direction, if you can explain the beats?
So the beats is in the music?
Yes, it is in the music, but how does it get reflected in the dancing steps?
We are beating all the strong time.
Okay, So it is mostly kept by claps or by drums?
By the claps of the foot.
Yes, by the claps of the foot.
Yes, of course.
So,
but
so by the feet.
So we beat it on the ground.
Yes.
Or ici.
Okay.
Okay,
so you are basically keeping it on your feet, all the movements, and the upper portion of the body is not moving. No, except for your head.
Yes,
that I could understand. And what was the music that you started in the beginning? Can you please little bit sing that music?
Yes, so the farandole is like that. It's a very fast rhythm, très entraînant.
Very fast, and it can really attract people in its rhythm.
Exactly.
Yes, very attractive. Yes.
So la 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 ta la 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 ta la 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 pa la pa pam pa la pam pa la pa la pa la 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 taram 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 tam. Donc ça c'est it's the refrain which came back.
Okay, it's the refrain which comes back again and again.
Exactly, and after the couplet and the refrain and the...
Yeah, sure.